This is pretty amazing. So I'm at the Sunrise Trailhead. On my 3 days off here, I'm gonna go do a 32-mile loop. I'm gonna be doing connecting the Wonderland Trail with the northern loop here at Mount Rainier National Park. Looking forward to this one. It's kind of a new area to me, so should be pretty cool. So, beginning of the trail here, making my way to the Wonderland Trail. The views at the very beginning of this trail, right out of sunrise, the view of Mount Rainier is pretty spectacular. Looks like I got this big climb coming up ahead of me. So far the scenery's been beautiful. So this is quite the climb. I'm sure there'll be a lot more here, but the views are awesome, so it's okay. So that climb brought me up and over this hump. I didn't stop at the top because it was super crowded. It's pretty crowded up here. I'm hoping that once I get a little further, all the day hikers will disappear. This is pretty amazing. This is my lunch spot for today. It's pretty fantastical. Unfortunately though, it is pretty crowded, so I've probably seen about, I don't know, 5 or 6 people walk past me in the last 10 minutes, but I think once I get further, closer to where I'm camping tonight, the crowds will die down some. So there's a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, so I'm wondering if that's what's coming up over the ridge over there. Hopefully not. It was just a 20% chance, but you never know. We'll see. The views keep getting better. There's a really great shot of Mount Rainier right behind me on the trail here. and pretty much all around me there's some great shots. I think right behind me right there is Skyscraper Mountain. There's a little side trail to go over there. And I'm heading down the Wonderland, heading to Mystic. I'm about halfway there. So this is a nice change of scenery. No real views or anything, but it's nice to be back in the forest, not out in the wide open, in the sun. It's nice and cool down here. Not getting sunburnt. So the trail just dumped out into here. It looks like a bunch of like rocks and a little bit of glacier that was pushed out. Maybe keep going uphill and it becomes glacier. It's pretty cool. So, just looking at the map, looks like it's probably a Winthrop Glacier that we're probably next to right now. So that's kind of cool. Ooh, I would not want to have to cross that. Jeez, I'd be turning back. I'm not gonna like going over this footbridge, but you know, I guess this year's about challenges and getting over my fear, so I guess here we go. At least there's a footbridge. So I made it to Mystic Campground, or campsite, here on the Wonderland Trail. It's supposed to rain tonight, so kind of hunkered down, got my tent all closed up, and kind of just waiting for the rain, relaxing a little bit. Had some pad thai for dinner, hung my food up on the bear pole. Now I'm just kind of chilling out, waiting to call it a night. I'm only about a quarter mile from Mystic Lake, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to show you all that on film here. And tomorrow I'll hook up with the Northern Loop to do this whole Northern Loop thing. Alright? Gonna call it a night pretty soon, so I'll see you in the morning. So here we are at Mystic Lake. Pretty beautiful. I'll give you a little tour here, spin you around the trail. I don't know if you can see Mount Rainier right behind me. Kind of in a bad spot because the sun's behind me, but hopefully you can see it. I'm a little bit past Mystic, on my way to the Northern Loop Trail to James Campground. I'm only about, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile from Mystic Lake. Another glacier behind me. I have to look at the map and see which glacier it is. It's pretty cool. been a lot of steep downhills today. So far my IT band is not bugging me, so that's good. But yeah, I'm getting a little tired of the downhill. But I guess I'll be going uphill again soon. Passing the Carbon River suspension bridge. I don't actually have to take this. I'm taking the Northern Loop Trail, so I won't be going across this bridge. But it looks pretty cool if you like heights. Just a suspension bridge that goes across the Carbon River. So here's where I cut off. I take the Northern Loop Trail instead of going that way for the Wonderland Trail. This will loop me back around to eventually sunrise tonight to James Camp, or Lake James. Looks like I got 2.8 miles of climbing up to the Yellowstone Cliffs area, but I'm just gonna take it slow, and at least I'm not going downhill. Better for my body going uphill than downhill. So yeah, I'll get there eventually. I just had a really good lunch, sharing size of peanut M&Ms and some uncured pepperoni sticks, so I'm ready to go. So this must be Yellowstone Cliffs coming up here. I am gonna fill up on water because I am super thirsty after that stretch. It's a long climb and then really sunny at the top. Probably should have filled up at the bottom. This camera won't zoom in enough, but there's a black bear up there. I wish this would zoom more. Made it to camp. I think I went a little too long without eating, so I think I'm just gonna eat as much as I can, then maybe set up camp and go grab water, call it a night. We'll see. Day 3. Time to get up. It's pretty early, it's about 5 o'clock. in the morning. A little earlier than I'd like to get up, but there's a river ford coming up that I'm super nervous about. There's usually a footbridge, but the footbridge is washed out, so we're gonna have to ford it or find some way across it. I've passed some folks who have crossed it who said there were areas that were crossable, so hopefully, yeah, it'll be fine. I just like to get it out of the way. And yeah, day 3, I'd also like to try to get back not super early, because it's still not going to be super early, but earlier than 4 or 5, just so I can get back to my car and get back home, you know, before dark, since I gotta go to work tomorrow. Anyways, time to pack up, time to get going. Let's do this. So here's that river. It's pretty raging and looks kind of deep, but it looks like there's an old footbridge, so I'm going to try to use that. Down there. Right there. So, yeah. I'm just going to unbuckle my pack, and hopefully that footbridge is good enough. I'll see what it's like when I get over there. And it looks like another crossing. There's a little log there, so I'm going to go for that. Whew, so made the river crossing. Hopefully that was the only section. Hopefully that was the section everyone was talking about. Kind of tricky finding the trail around here. It's just like a series of like 1 or 2 stone cairns, or faded out flagging here and there. I do have my GPS on my phone, so if for some reason I get off the trail, I should be able to find my way back. But I'm just gonna follow that little piece of flagging tape up there. I am super glad to be done with that. Get that out of the way. It's 7:30 in the morning. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Still felt a little sketchy, but definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I did it early in the morning on purpose, because that's when the waters are usually the lowest, so maybe that had something to do with it, or maybe it's just not as bad as some folks are talking about. Anyways, onward! And this trip has been excellent for views, and this whole northern loop is just beautiful. But the ascents and the descents are pretty serious. But, you know, one foot in front of the other and get there. This is more my style of hiking. Nice and flat, beautiful meadows. But, you know, I guess the climbs are usually worth it, but this is nice for a change. I stopped here in Grand Park to take a nice little snack break, but man, the mosquitoes are horrendous. So I keep seeing this everywhere. The bark's like peeled off the tree. I'm pretty sure it's from elk. We're in a nice meadowy area, and I keep smelling elk, or maybe it's just elk poop, I don't know. end of the trail. We got about a half mile left. It's a good trail, I highly recommend it. It is a butt kicker though. But yeah, as long as you're ready for it, it's a great trail, great views, some nice campsites. I'll see y'all next time. Happy adventuring.